This is the best I'm gonna do with my hair. I'm not gonna try anything else. I've been thinking about, every time I want to talk about something, I get so emotional. It's like this is worse than therapy for me sometimes because it's just so weird. I think a lot of things and then I don't say them out loud. And then when I talk about them, I find myself getting super emotional about it, and it's just very weird. I want to wear earrings, so I have to go put on my earrings. Okay, I put my earrings on. I don't know if you can see them, but it made me feel better to wear them. So I feel better now. No, I can continue. I had these thoughts earlier, and it's something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I wanted to just speak about it. Because for a long time, I stopped talking about things that I felt like were important, and I sort of just lost my voice. And I guess like one of the reasons I'm even starting a channel is because when I was younger and I was like in my early 20s and I was in my late teens, I was very outspoken, and a lot of the things that I would say resonated with a lot of people. I always felt like my voice was very important, and I never wanted to be discounted, I guess, or be looked over. And I've always strongly believed in the freedom, like having the freedom to express myself and being able to do that and not being afraid to do that, not being afraid of the retribution of just being yourself or believing in whatever you believe in, and just being an independent thinker. I think a lot of that desire to have that freedom and to kind of have that freedom safeguarded and guaranteed and not be afraid to utilize it came from the fact that, I grew up in a community that silenced women in many ways. And, there's a lot of, I just felt like the community that I grew up in and, my family's culture, women were sort of given roles, and if you stepped out of these boundaries, you were looked at funny and you were criticized, and you were sometimes no longer considered a decent woman or a respectable woman or a respectable person. I had a lot of issue with that, clearly. And I think that led to this lifelong sort of, I'm gonna try to keep this short because I just don't want to edit this. I don't want to work on it for hours. I sort of just want to get my thoughts and put it up there. And whoever it resonates with, great. If it doesn't resonate with you, I don't know, just don't watch it. If it does resonate with you though, I would love to kind of hear some feedback or the comments that you have about what I'm saying right now. And if you want to kind of share your journey or where you're at, that would be awesome, because I think that it's really good to sort of know that you're not alone. So yeah, what I was going with was that I don't even know what I was talking about. Having your own voice as a woman and being like criticized and ridiculed if you kind of stepped out of the sort of predetermined, predestined role that you had, specifically in Middle Eastern Muslim culture. I always, fought against having a definition of myself already determined for me and a checklist of, who I was supposed to be and what I'm supposed to look like and what I'm supposed to speak like and how I'm supposed to act with different people and what's expected of me throughout the tenure of my life as a child, as a daughter, and then as a teenager, as a wife, as a mom, as a professional, what's acceptable and what's not. And I just really did not like that there was a mold for that. I've strongly, leaned towards being supportive of people having their own individuality. So I guess that's what led me to law school. And the specific point I want to sort of talk about is, the specific point I want to talk about is how law school, what the hell is that noise? I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm gonna stop until they stop. It's still going on. They stop. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait here until they're done. Okay, I think they stopped. Yeah. So, being a Middle Eastern woman in law school, it really helped me grow a backbone. I was already very ambitious. I was very opinionated, and I strongly believed in my own individuality, and I strongly believed in leading a life that I chose by myself, for myself, and doing the things that made me happy regardless of judgment from others or, fear of being ostracized or kind of singled out in our community. And I'm already not a very active participant of the community, but I'm definitely a black sheep in every sense of the word. But wow, I just feel like when you are trained to be an advocate for other people, you really learn how to become an advocate for yourself first and foremost. Okay, here they go again. Let's see if they stop soon. Okay, they stopped. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on. Sounds like they're hammering something. Whatever. You learn to be an advocate for yourself. And here they go again. It's funny at this point. It's just really funny. It's crazy. I'm drinking tropical cherry sparkling water. I don't know if it's like visible. I don't know. I think they're done. Okay. So, being a brown woman, being a Middle Eastern woman, being a Muslim raised, oh my God, woman in law school has made me grow a gigantic set of balls, for lack of a better term, that I did not have before. I thought I did. I did not have them before. I feel like I need to use a different metaphor because it's about female empowerment. It helped me develop a backbone of steel. Yes, learning how to be an advocate for other people helped me develop a backbone of steel. For clarification, I am in my final year of law school in the United States. I got my bachelor's degree, my undergraduate degree, and I worked at a law firm for 2 years, and then I applied to law school. I got in, and this is my final year. I literally just registered for my classes for my last semester this morning. So I'm almost done. We're like in the final stretch of things, and it has dawned on me that this whole educational academic experience not only has prepared me for a career, it really like helped prepare me for I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna continue Whatever happens, happens. Okay, yeah. So, learning how to be an advocate for other people, training to be a lawyer, it has helped me sort of learn how to really defend myself and stand up for the things that I believe in. And I think that it's very important for women, and especially women of color, as we are sort of fighting against these stereotypes and these boxes that were put in by many groups and many people. It's really important for us to learn how to stand on our own 2 feet and to learn how to advocate for ourselves and just allow ourselves to exist in all of these spaces where we often like minimize who we are, and in relationships where we are okay with less, and in roles where we give way more than we receive, and we give so much that we don't even get credit for. I feel like even though we consciously know that, like for example, growing up, I consciously knew that I was getting, the short end of the stick, that the way I was treated as a female was very different than the way my male counterparts in my community were being treated. And there was a double standard with everything. And I didn't like it. I didn't agree with it. But I just didn't feel brave enough, or maybe, I don't know. I didn't feel like I had what it takes to sort of fight against those beliefs and those expectations. I think that my solution was just to run away from it, to get away from it, to not engage with people that I knew did not share my opinion. And there's no way I am convincing them that what they believe and what they think, what they do, how they conduct themselves is hurtful to other people and puts people in a box and doesn't allow others, specifically women, to sort of live their life to the full extent that it could be lived. So, as grueling as this experience has been, as tough as it has been, because I've been doing this as a single mom, and it's been very hard. As up and down as it has been, it's been probably it's been the toughest academic experience of my life. It's been the most difficult time period of my life because I have a young child and I'm still relatively young. I'm still trying to figure out my way, personally. But wow, I just feel like I have a backbone made of steel now. I don't think that, I wish I could go back to my old self and sort of just shake her for some of the things she was doing and some of the things she still believed. But, you live and learn. You go to law school, you grow a backbone, and this video was originally supposed to be about how we need a lot more brown female attorneys. We need a lot more women of color in the legal community because of how, limited access we have to the knowledge about the law, because of how many of us are first generation Americans whose parents probably didn't even speak English. Like, my parents have been here for a quarter century, and for most of the time they lived in a place where a lot of people spoke Arabic, spoke their native tongue, so they didn't really have to learn it that well. And both of them are not educated. So, you don't have the same opportunities and expectations and dreams and goals when you're just literally trying to make it. When you're a child of immigrants and you're sitting there translating papers for your mom and dad, translating the mail because you're trying to let them know your Medicaid got cut off and why and what they have to do. That is not a normal childhood. Children of immigrants do not have normal childhoods. they become sort of like quasi adults that are helping their parents navigate in a new culture, in a new place, in a new environment. So, I mean, yeah, we were kids and our parents had it rough, but we had it rough too. We were trying to figure this out with them. We didn't grow up and then say, oh, okay, I guess I'm gonna do the adult things now. Like, no. You're 7 years old, reading mail for your parents who don't speak English. You've been an adult in this country for a while. You never really get a chance to kind of be a full kid and only a kid. So yeah, going off of that point, I wanted to say that it's very important for the children of immigrants and immigrants to learn the law and to not be afraid of it and to become advocates for themselves and for people in their community. And I'm not saying that, we should all be immigration lawyers and criminal defense lawyers and focus on practice areas that our community members might be entangled in or might have a need for. But it's important to learn the laws because this whole system was not designed for us. It was not designed to benefit us. And oftentimes we sort of fall through the cracks of what we can and cannot do in our rights, and we're afraid of facing, capital L law. That's what the video is supposed to be about, and it sort of dived into the territory of a brown woman who grows her backbone made of steel because now she's almost a trained lawyer. So yeah, I think that's my spiel for right now. If anybody has any questions, I'll put my email below. If you're in school and you're thinking about law school, if you don't want to go to law school and you just are curious about, okay, how did you, maybe that's just another video that I'll do. Yeah, I'll do another video. I guess, yeah, when I think that through. I'll make another video about the things that I think helped me become more confident, become more secure, and become a serious and fierce advocate for my own self. The things that I learned in law school that helped me with that personally. So I'll make a video about that later. I just wanted to kind of ramble about how I feel like because I was in law school and because I learned how to sort of think like a lawyer and advocate for others, that translated into my own personal life. So that's just what I wanted to talk about, and that's what I end up talking about right now. But if you has any questions or comments or anything like that, I'd be more than happy to speak with you. Yeah. Yep. All right. See you next time.